Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a monster review on the final Warmaster monster, Sherezar. So unfortunately I didn't get to do an exclusive first look, but that's fine. He's out and available for everyone to try out. So I'm going to try him out and I'm going to give my opinion on this monster. So let's get right into it. So when I did my initial first look at him from Taringa, I was like, he's not that impressive. But then after spending the night to think about it, I'm like, wait a minute, this monster's pretty groundbreaking, to be honest, because he can remove every single effect in the game, and then he has two deny skills. He can do cooldowns activated, and he can apply random effects. And you might be thinking that's not so great. If an enemy monster has bulwark, if an enemy has hardened or tough, you're not going to land your effect. But no, he has a trait that increases accuracy. So here's actually a great example. Social Point did a great example to highlight this monster. I'm going to recharge because look, two of the enemy monsters have evasion, meaning my attacks won't land. If I try to land deny, if I do Grandmaster Scroll, which does cooldowns activated, it wouldn't land. It would land against the Warthog, but not against Sammy and Elvira because of their evasion. If I try to do random Spellbook, which lands control skills, it's not going to land on anyone because they all have evasion. Oh yeah, even Warthog has evasion, duh. So, I mean, Warthog, he's immune to control effects. But yeah, but what you can do with Great Dispel, you get rid of everything. Even your own buffs and debuffs. And I remember someone in the comments said, hey, armor, it's not that great, you get rid of your own debuffs. What does that matter, to be completely honest? So my monsters lost their buff. What does that matter? Because then you can deny the enemy. I'll do random Spellbook, which probably won't work on Warthog because he has his immunity. And look at that, it landed on both. It landed on both. And Sammy has Bulwark. Sammy has a 50% chance to not get hit. But it still landed. Why? Because you have an ability that helps you out. You have Warrior Trait. You have True Vision. Thanks to True Vision, you're most likely always going to be landing your effects. And I've been alluding to this with previous Warmasters. Just the fact that I honestly thought the Light Warmaster was going to be the one that had increased accuracy for your whole team. That alone would have been very powerful in my opinion. The fact that they give it to this monster right here that can do that has his True Vision trait, precision doubled, and on top of that he has two versions of denying, cooldown activated, and random Spellbook. And he can remove buffs and debuffs, well, buffs, right? All effects from the beginning of the match. That's so darn powerful in my opinion. We'll do random Spellbook again. And look at that. Quicksand, stun, confused. It still landed. Like, it's so amazing. I'm really mind blown by this. Like, it really is like, without Great Dispel, he honestly wouldn't have been that great. Yeah, random Spellbook would have still been there. Grandmaster Scroll would have still been there. But in my opinion, Great Dispel is the game-changing skill right here. Look at that. Buffs are gone, random Spellbook, and deny. Doesn't matter that they have Bulwark, doesn't matter that they have, what does Elvira even have? Elvira has 35% less accuracy, and Bulwark, 50% less accuracy. You've seen me land it already 3 times successfully. Let's keep trying it out. We'll recharge, Great Dispel, and random Spellbook, and freeze possession. Oh, and then let's talk about the cursed ability. What does the cursed ability even do? Curse removes 20% life and stamina, double on the next turn. How powerful is that? So let's exit out. Let's try the Warmaster. Here, this time we'll do cooldowns activated, so it's not always the same. No, you know what? I really want to test out how even though they have Bulwark, you'll still land your deny skill. Freeze. Look at that. It's beautiful. All right, let's exit out. Oh yeah, we wanted to look at cursed. I completely forgot about that. So cursed. So see, I have cooldowns protection. Oh, that's another part of his trait that I just completely overlooked. Why? Because I'm too busy focusing on how he's just obliterating the enemy. He can also, this Warmaster also helps against cooldown activated, which is a very, very powerful form of denial. Right now, L-Canine is super fast. He can deny Timerion. A lot of people still have Timerion ranked up. He can deny with cooldowns activated. Then you shut down. Dungeon Master has cooldowns activated. Montezuma has cooldowns activated. Lots of people have Montezuma ranked up, even Dungeon Master ranked up. So the fact that we get a monster that can protect against cooldowns activated is so darn awesome. And even against Dungeon Master, maybe Dungeon Master doesn't do cooldowns activated. Maybe Dungeon Master does Total Blind. Again, Great Dispel. Pretend we're fighting Dungeon Master, who did Total Blind instead of cooldowns activated. You get rid of the Total Blind, and then you just deny with random Spellbook. Like, I honestly think it's so darn impressive and powerful. Let's see, I landed... Oh, that's right. Besides landing your deny skill, you also land a random torture effect. So that's why sometimes you are applying the cursed, and it's not always going to be cursed. But this monster does have a curse skill. Do you want to run it? Do you need to run it? I don't know. I don't personally really think so. I think the must-have skills are the cooldown activated. The must-have skills is the random spell book. You definitely need Great Dispel. Again, this is like, in my opinion, it's probably the best thing that happened to this monster. It doesn't matter that you remove your own buffs or debuffs. None of that matters because you are denying the enemy pretty much guaranteed every single time. I don't think I've missed a single deny. And this means that even at level 100, you can plot this monster on your team, you can protect your first monster, and then you can guarantee the deny. So that alone is impressive, that with the existence of this monster, you have guaranteed denial. And now I see why Social Point is really pushing for monsters that are immune to freeze, immune to something else, or like stun, immune to possession, gives a teammate immunity. Monsters like Necromancer are going to be really valuable because Necromancer has a trait that gives his whole team immunity to possession. The reason that's valuable is because Great Dispel removes the positive effects. So if it's a status caster immunity to possession, immunity to stun, freeze, like one of the newest monsters, Eotron, he has a status caster that gives his whole team immunity to control effects. That's great and all, but against the Warmaster, he can simply get rid of it. With Necromancer, you can't get rid of his trait. So traits that are permanent, those are going to be super powerful. Otherwise, if it's just a status caster, I'm sorry, buddy. Like, this Warmaster doesn't even care. He'll simply get rid of it. And if I'm not mistaken, see, I've only really focused on random spellbook and Great Dispel. But let's do Grandmaster Scroll, which is the cooldowns activated, which again is another form of denial. And Grandmaster Scroll, let's see what happens. Is it going to be recharge, recharge, recharge? Recharge 1, recharge 2, recharge 3. 3 recharges. How awesome is that? So let's recharge with my 2 monsters. Meaning in a real battle, you would be able to do random spellbook first, deny with control, activate that torture immunity, and then on the next turn, you could set up... Oh nice, we have a curse ability. On the next turn, you can set up your cooldown activated to immobilize them again. Let's recharge. And let's see what else can I do. Removes negative status effects from all allies, gives 100% life and stamina to all allies, removes positive effects from all enemies, deals moderate damage, deactivates cooldowns on all allies. Let's go ahead and do that. Another great thing about Great Dispel is that when monsters have this recently freezed, recently stunned positive effect, you would also get rid of it. So you'd be able to deny again in case, like, let's say you get the Warmaster, but for some reason you decide you don't want him to be first. You give him team speed. You go first with your fastest monster, whoever it may be. Let's use Kihaku. I always use Kihaku as an example, even though this monster has a faster base speed, so ideally he should have the 3 speed. Anyhow, Kihaku does possession and freeze. You immobilize the enemy. They're frozen or they're possessed. They attack their team or they skip their turn. Whatever may happen, that's cool. When it's finally your Warmaster's turn, you can do Great Dispel to remove the recently possessed, recently frozen abilities, and then you can do random spellbook to deny again. So you would double deny in the course of just your regular monster's turn. I don't know, guys, I really mean it when I say that. I think this monster is definitely one of the better 130 Warmasters. The last is great, Barbile is great, but this Warmaster's, gosh, that Great Dispel, the fact that you always land your deny, how powerful is that? Like, you don't have to worry about being denied. We got to see what happens when you're dazed. Cool, I'm dazed. We got to see what happens when you're dazed, when you're blind, when you're total blind. What happens to your accuracy? I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what happens. Sunburn. Oh, look, I'm back from the dead. Because, well, random spellbook. Let's see if I still land, considering I have daze. And freeze, mega freeze. I didn't land the torture on Sammy, thanks to that daze, but I still landed my deny. So yeah, we got to see. We got to look at the accuracies with the blind, with the total blind, with the sunburn. That'll be interesting to see. But if your team ever does start having, if your team does have a lot of debuffs, it's as simple as I'll just activate Great Dispel, and Great Dispel will remove everything on the positive, on everything positive, everything negative. But then I can just deny. So I think I've ranted too much about how amazing Great Dispel is. One thing you should know, to the best of my knowledge, because I didn't get to level up the monster, I don't know the order of his skills. But, and I don't think it's in the update section yet, but to the best of my knowledge, Great Dispel is a skills group 3 skill. So you're going to be getting that at level 100. So don't worry about that. As protective spell, this skill that I didn't even talk about, removes all negative effects from one ally, applies a positive status effect to one ally, protects positive status effects on ally. Oh, that's cool. So it's like a Neobuki ability, right? Let's activate this. Dodge area. Oh, is that how dodge area? Oh no, that's a positive effect. Oh yeah, positive effects protected. It won't be affected by positive effects removal. Oh cool, so let's actually test that out. Recharge. Great Dispel. So if I'm correct, Great Dispel won't remove that. So let's activate it. And got my extra turn. Yeah, I kept my dodge area. Cool. So again, this monster and Neobuki, they could be best friends. They could work really well together. But anyhow, as I was saying, and I guess I'll just restart the battle so I can have all of my skills. Protective Spell. Let's recharge with this monster. Protective Spell. This is your rank 1 skill. You'll get this skill at rank 1. Is it good? It's alright in my personal opinion. It would have been amazing if it was a team skill, obviously. It's only a single ally, and you do protect your positive effects from being removed, which is pretty great. But I personally am not the biggest fan of it. I don't know if you would actually keep this skill if you were fully ranked up. The next skill you get, to the best of my knowledge, is Grandmaster Scroll, which is of course a must-have skill. So this is your rank 2 skill. Activates all cooldowns on all enemies. In order to make this monster viable, I think you definitely need Grandmaster Scroll. You need a form to deny. So yeah, rank 2. At rank 3 you get a skill called Rejuvenation, which we can't see right here obviously. Rejuvenation deals heavy special damage to all enemies, and it restores all cooldowns on your allies. So it's a cooldown activated restore skill. So it's pretty good to be able to utilize other skills again, right? You could do Great Dispel. Next turn you could do a random spell book. If somehow the battle's still going on, you can do Rejuvenation. Use Great Dispel next turn again, because your skills do have a pretty high cooldown. Let's see, random spellbook is a 4-turn cooldown. Scroll's a 3-turn cooldown. Great Dispel's 2. Oh, that's not bad, honestly. 2-turn cooldown for that ability. Wow. So yeah, Great Rejuvenation, rank 3 skill. Personally, I don't think it's that great. I don't think you need it with a monster like this, of this caliber. Yeah, I really don't think you need it. Your final skill, your rank 4 skill, meaning you're gonna have to spend a ton of orbs, get this monster to rank 4, is Random Spellbook, which of course is a must-have skill. You need the skill to fully utilize this monster. So you need Random Spellbook at rank 4, you need Grandmaster Scroll at rank 2, and you need Great Dispel, which to the best of my knowledge is a tier 3 skill. So that only leaves room for one more skill. So you could run Protective Spell, you could run Rejuvenation. This monster, I believe from what I remember, has another skill that's an extra turn skill that removes negative effects from one of your allies. So it's remove negative effects from one ally, gives this monster an extra turn. That can be quite valuable, and I think that's a tier 2 skill. This monster also has a single cooldowns activated, which normally I would say, yeah, run it, increase accuracy. But considering you have your True Vision trait, I don't think you need single cooldowns activated. This skill also has an AoE cursed, so if you want a guaranteed curse to all of the enemy monsters, you have an AoE cursed. And so for those of you watching this video, it goes without saying, this monster, in my personal opinion, should be going first. You want to give this monster 3 speed runes, you want this monster to go first and to deny. This monster has one of the higher base speeds in the game, even compared to all of these monsters. Look at that. 4-3, well let's go, Elvira, 4-4-5-2, 4-3-5-4. Sammy is 4-4-2-0, and the new Warmaster is over here with 45-50. Itsunami is faster at 45-64, but I mean, Itsunami, what do you even have? I don't even know what she has. I don't think she's a deny monster. I think she's, what is she, anti-deny? Let me check. Cooldown protection, disables traits on all enemies, that's cool. Applies nanovirus, alright. Applies daze and nanovirus. Yeah, she's not a deny monster, so she's not even really a threat. The monsters that are faster than your Sherezar are like Mercurius, Cassia, they come to mind. Oh, and Belbreath. Belbreath is also faster than Sherezar. I believe those are the only ones, or maybe I'm missing one more. There are a few monsters that are tied with Sherezar. The Warmaster Barbell comes to mind. And then there's another deny monster that comes to mind. I think it's Count Flawless. So yeah, there are deny monsters that are tied with you. But it doesn't matter. In an actual game scenario, you know, from an attacker position, you're always going to be faster. You can just activate your Rune Guardian, give yourself a 10% boost, so you'll be completely fine. For fun, let's do Great Dispel and activate the Random Spellbook again to apply. And look, here's the thing. Random Spellbook, it's honestly not that great of a skill. It only becomes great and phenomenal and amazing when you include your True Vision trait, which makes it so you land the deny even against the Bulwark monsters. So you're pretty much always guaranteed to deny, which is what I just love. It's so amazing. It's honestly, in my personal opinion, this is better than like having Ruby. You know, Ruby can apply 2 control skills, which is awesome. 2 random control skills, which is awesome. But you don't have your True Vision trait to help you out. Whereas even here, even though it's only 1 random, hey, I'm still landing it, no problem. And then as for all your other monsters, I completely neglected them. Keep in mind, they also have the True Vision trait, so their attacks will never ever miss. So you can use AoEs without being scared. You can use single target hits without being scared. Let's use Bloodthirsty. And so I'm blinded. Let's see what it says. Minus 50% accuracy. So let's see how my attacks do. Because I have the True Vision. That still landed. I should have done the bestial hits. Let's do, I have an AoE skill, right? 90% accuracy. Not nanovirus. This one. 90% accuracy. Watch it land on everyone. So see, you don't need to worry about missing attacks anymore. That's like a thing of the past with this Warmaster. So is this monster worth it at level 100? I would say so. And like that landed too. And I think my blind is gone. I seriously think that at 100, just for the trade alone, like many of the Warmasters, he's worth it. For the trade alone, he's worth it. Obviously, if you can rank him up all the way to rank 5, oh, he becomes so much more worth it. But even right now, like, he's really amazing. Or at level 100, he would be really amazing. Like, I missed right there, but at that point, I did have Daze and Blind. So I'm going to exit out, and let's quickly talk about the Blessing, which, if you're watching this video in the first week it was released, there's a Blessing for Sherezar, where if you get this monster, you get different rewards. If you complete the second floor, you get a level 10 speed rune. The third floor, level 10 speed rune. The first floor, you get 50 Elementium, which I think is rather meh. Like, seriously, come on. If you complete the 5th floor, you get 1,000 gems. That's beautiful, 1,000 gems. If you complete the 6th floor, you get 2 new diamond relics, which I personally wanted. I was saving up for this Warmaster. Unfortunately, I'm only at 15,000 orbs, so not enough to get him to rank 5. And even then, I don't think I could go all the way, because you need to have ranked up monsters, which I only have Ruby at 130. So I don't even know if I'd be able to complete the floor, but I'm definitely going to try to complete and get the monster up to rank 4. Because I do want the random spellbook, and with those 2 speed runes, and I have a level 10 speed rune, I think it will make me way more competitive, so I'm looking forward to that. But anyhow, that's my thought on this new Warmaster. Now I want to hear from all of you guys. What do you guys think about Sherezar? Do you think this is the best Warmaster, fully ranked up? How do you think this Warmaster compares to the other Warmasters at level 100? I am really eager to hear you guys' thoughts, so let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much, and I will see you all next time.